How's it going, guys?
So what's it like going through this process with Garrett Greenfield? Both of you, I know, longtime starters at SDSU, a lot of success together, and now you're at the combine together.
It's been really cool. We came in together. We were roommates. We've been through a lot of stuff together. It's been nice to be able to bounce questions off somebody who's kind of going through the same thing. It's definitely been a big blessing for sure.
Talk about your experience with the Shrine Bowl. You were one of the standouts there. How do you think that helped you raise your stock, and how do you think that helped prepare you to be here, going forward in the draft process?
Yeah, I mean, being a small school guy, they want to see me prove myself against the best competition, and that's what I did at the Shrine Bowl, proving myself against the Georgias and the Bamas of the world, and I'm glad I checked that box and we can move on because I knew I could compete at this level. I'm confident in who I am, and South Dakota State's a good football program as well.
You were a three-year captain. How would you describe yourself as a writer?
I'm somebody who leads by example first. I'm very honest and outgoing, and I'm somebody who just wants to lead a group of men that wants to be led.
Have you met with Tampa Bay this year?
Informal. Yep. Thank you.
You were part of a great program. You won a national title. The coach retires on top. I'm sure was there any kind of backdoor communication with Power 5 programs trying to bring you along? And how did you kind of push them away?
Yeah. At South Dakota State, we had a lot of guys getting poached by Power 5 schools, and we stayed together just because we knew we had something special. South Dakota State's a super special place, and it's done so much for us. So who are we to leave and go to a different school when South Dakota State has put us in the position we are today? And we're winning a lot of ball games, and we play at a super high level. So it was a no-brainer for all of us to stay at South Dakota State.
How difficult is that, knowing that a lot of Power 5 schools have NIL deals that'll be 6 digits or more for somebody like yourself, which I don't know. I know South Dakota State is pretty well off
Yeah.
as far as FCS, but maybe not be able to match it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily think money's everything in life. There's such good people at South Dakota State who have invested so much into me, into all of us. It's something that is pretty special up there.
Mason, talk to me, a little bit about your love for sports. Where did it first start, and did you end up in Cincinnati?
I have met with the Bengals informally. I've been around sports my whole life. I grew up in a super competitive family. I started playing tackle football the first minute I could in third grade. Playing AAU basketball, we've been all over. So sports have definitely been in my family forever. Thank you. I was a smaller kid growing up, so I was a shooting guard playing basketball. So I used to like to shoot it. I hit a big growth spurt and fell in love with the weight room, and football was definitely for me.
You decided to come back for a 6th year this last year when you couldn't clear it last year. How much more prepared now do you feel for the NFL compared to your
I just wanted to be able to start being a professional in college. I wanted to get myself set up into a place to where I can come and I can execute at a super high level. I'm super confident South Dakota State has prepared me really, really well, and I'm very, very excited to show what I can do.
The FCS has done a great job sending offensive linemen to the NFL the last several years. What is it about the FCS as a whole?
Well, I mean, the Missouri Valley could hang with anybody. I would like to think that there's not many teams that would beat us at all levels in the country. We compete at a super high level. We get super high caliber kids at our program, and we develop them. That's something we're super competitive in practice, week in and week out, and it's paid off. That's for sure. It was awesome. Tucker's a really, really close friend of mine. We're in communication pretty often, and it was awesome to see Tuck finally get his chance and kind of run away with that tight end job. He works extremely hard. He's one of the hardest workers I know, and it's cool because he's earned that moment.
Did you know he had those hurdles in him?
I don't know. I didn't know necessarily, but it was cool to see. It would be cool to definitely play with him again. That's right.
It's been like the kind of overtaking North Dakota State, your in-state rivals and the kings of the FCS over the last 2 seasons.
It is cool, but there's definitely a mutual respect because North Dakota State plays football and does things the right way as well. But it is a rivalry, and it was really cool beating them the last 5 times in my career.
Have you met with the Steelers since you've been here this week?
Yes, I have. Yep, informally. Yep.
San Francisco 49ers have a scheme that's a combination of outside zone and gap scheme. Do you feel like you can fit into that type of role at the interior offensive line?
Yeah, everybody thinks I'm this big gap scheme player and whatnot, and I'm somebody who's pretty versatile. You guys will see my athleticism will be on display this tomorrow, and I'm more athletic than some people think.
The 49ers also, like if you were to play center, the 49ers ask their centers to be the quarterback of the offensive line, calling out protections, all those things. You feel comfortable in that role?
Absolutely. That was something I did at South Dakota State from the left guard position. I spent a lot of time in our coaches' offices, and they gave me a ton of lenience and leeway to make those calls and be able to flip protections and whatnot.
Do you feel like you can kick in and out from guard and center, and that's something you can?
Absolutely. So I was actually our backup center at South Dakota State. So if anything were to happen to him, I would have slid over and moved to center.
Have you met?
Coming out at you as a center.
I don't know. Maybe they think I'm intelligent and I know the game. I'm ready to play any of the interior 3 positions, and
Consecutive games did you end up playing?
it's upper 50s. I want to say it's like 58 consecutive starts.
You don't have that many stats. You should remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you met with the San Francisco 49ers?
Informally. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Keep that kind of stamina, duration, durability.
It's I would like to think it's just consistency. Getting into the building early in the morning, being able to take care of your body, as well as keep developing in the weight room. I'm somebody who really likes to push themselves in the weight room because I think it helps that durability aspect.
What is your favorite pregame song?
My favorite pregame song. I don't know if I have a select one. I like some EDM or some up-tempo stuff, though, every once in a while.
Favorite NFL player, past or present?
I think Zach Martin is one of my favorite right now. Just the consistency that he plays with at such a high level is pretty remarkable. Creed Humphrey from the Chiefs. I've met with Creed a few times and talked to him. He's somebody that I would like to model my game after a little bit. He plays very stout. He's super consistent with the way he plays, and that's something I'd like to see.
Is that who you would say inspires you?
I don't know if there's a person that inspires me. Maybe my family, but I'm a pretty motivated person as is, and I don't know. It's just love of the game is inspiring me.
What should you be rated on that?
Oh, I don't know. 75.
Room to grow.
Yeah.
Who are you? What are your hobbies? What do you do?
Yeah. So I'm not a video game guy. I don't play video games, but I like to just hang out with friends. I like to sit in the office and talk to our coaches a lot. And I'm somebody who likes to just be around other people.
Mason, who are we talking to next year from South Dakota State up here at the podium?
Mark Gronowski's going to be coming out here soon. Adam. Mark is a proven winner. I mean, he just has that charisma, that leadership, that he will get a shot at the next level. He's a football player. Adam Bach is an extremely intelligent linebacker for us, works extremely hard, and never has a down day as well. Thank you. Bailey Wright. How'd I do? I gave you some content. Shout out South Dakota State. A ton. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. How's it going?
How's the week been for you?
It's been awesome. I've had a ton of fun just going out here and getting to know a lot of the guys, meeting with teams, and I'm super excited to compete tomorrow. I think North Dakota State's always a fun one to watch any given year. That's a battle. That's a rivalry. I mean, there's plenty of games that you can cut on. I think any game this season, and you'll be impressed.
Okay, you just got drafted in my favorite team. What kind of player am I getting?
You're getting somebody who's going to show up with a consistent work ethic every single day. You're going to get somebody who's going to set the tempo within the offensive line room, and you're going to get a good teammate.
Last question. What sets you apart? Everyone here is good. What sets you apart?
My mindset and mental. I have a really high football IQ, and I'm somebody who's going to keep pushing through that whistle every single snap. So, thank you.
Mason, you got the choice, blocking a zone scheme or a gap scheme. Which one do you prefer?
I like to think I'm pretty versatile. At South Dakota State, we do a ton of different offense, and I'm not partial either way. I'm excited to just get picked up by a team in whatever scheme I'm in, and I'll thrive.
In the NFL, we're seeing a lot more compressed formations, wideouts closer to the ball, inside line. What does that mean for you as an offensive lineman, knowing your wideouts are closer?
I'm somebody who obviously loves to run the ball. I think as does every offensive lineman here. That's definitely fun, but I'm not afraid to pass protect either.
What's the toughest workout you had?
We've done some mat drills at South Dakota State that get grueling, but I think it's really good for team building.
What do you eat during the season to keep that weight up?
I eat a ton of steak and potatoes. That's my go-to.
Cheat day, what do you eat?
I don't full-blown cheat very often. I would say Buffalo Wild Wings.
Like you get how many wings we talking about?
Probably 25.
5 sauce?
Parm garlic.
All right, you got the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Who you taking? Besides yourself.
Probably Joe Alt.
I'm in love. Finally, NCAA 25 video games coming back out. Who you put on the cover this year?
So, does that have our class in it?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I feel like Caleb Williams has to be on it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Offensive lineman. If you had a chance to formally meet with the Lions or any teams this week?
I haven't had any formals this week. I met with a ton of teams at the Shrine Bowl, and then I've had a bunch of informals this week as well.
Where do you think that you fit in best on the interior of the line?
I started the last 58 games or so at left guard, but I was always ready to move to center if anything happened to our center, and so I'm ready for the interior 3. I showed that a ton at the Shrine Bowl, just being versatile.
Have you done any live snapping?
Yeah, I did a ton at the Shrine Bowl. Yep.
What kind of feedback did you get from the coaches at the Shrine? What did they tell you was good? What did they tell you worked on?
Yeah, they said a lot of great things about me. I like to hone in on what I need to improve on, and they told me to be more consistent with some hand placement, as well as that was the biggest thing within pass protection, being consistent with hand placement. Thank you. No, it's all over. I want to show that I'm position flex, and I'll be ready to go in for the interior 3 whenever. Ultimately, obviously, I'd like to find a true role and carve out a starting spot.
You work in a very run-heavy system. So, what game would you say defines your pass protection the most that you would tell teams to go and watch?
I think there's a lot of good stuff on that North Dakota State tape. There's some good pass protection, some different twist pickups and stuff in there. Thank you. There's a ton of people. I mean, my mom, my dad, my family in general. I had a ton of great coaches at South Dakota State who did so much for me, and they developed us in a really high manner, and there's a credit to a lot of people.
Have you met with the Cowboys this week?
Not this week. I met with them at the Shrine Bowl though. Thank you.
Thanks, Mason. Appreciate it.
Thank you.